I want to talk about the sudden urge we have as new moms to hop back into our old life, the life we had before our children. And I want to talk about why this happens. Welcome to New Mom on the Block. Okay, confession. I have found myself in moments with my son not being fully present, even though so desperately I want to be fully present. But there are certain beliefs and mechanisms and habits that I have that have, in moments, been preventing me from being fully present. And I want to talk about why this is happening, and maybe you'll relate. I just picked up this book based on a recommendation from my friend Erica. It's called Being There: Why Prioritizing Motherhood in the First 3 Years Matters. And I highly recommend this read. And I want to talk about why we suddenly have this urge to hop back into our old life. Let's start with the first thing that I've noticed. Just this discomfort with being fully present. Discomfort with being fully present for our child, for this new life, this new day today, can be really uncomfortable. And I was reading Being There, and I just wanted to read some excerpts about presence. To do this, to be present in the moment, you must let go of all the adult means of distraction and stimulation. You need to focus on eye contact, touch, your tone of voice, facial expression, body language, and awareness of your own mood and emotions. You might get bored by this or sleepy when playing with your baby, feeling understimulated yourself, but this is natural, as when your baby looks away for a moment to collect himself and take a break from you. If you wait, then this moment passes and you re-engage with your baby. And just this idea of boredom, of kind of this simplicity when engaging with your baby, can be very different than what we're used to in terms of how we're stimulating ourselves. I don't know about you, but I'm a multitasker. I'm a multitasker, baby. It gives me a high. But what happens as a multitasker is I'm not able to go really deep on any of the things that I'm doing or engaging with. But my desire is to go deep with my child, to be fully present and singularly focused. So I've really been practicing and being with this discomfort I have with full presence. I'm just being honest about it. In this book, they also say for a mother to be present, she must first be self-aware of and accept her own sometimes conflicted feelings about motherhood. In addition, she must be willing to make her child a priority in the time she spends with her. This means not only spending as much time as possible with the child during her first 3 years of life, but also focusing on how that time is spent. Again, we're addicted to that multitasking. So when you're spending time with your child, are you doing a few other things? Are you giving them like a wave and an engaging hello every few minutes because you're doing something else? Or are you fully present? So I've had to put my phone away, lock it in a drawer, turn the TV off. I don't really do TV that much, but any stimulation, anything that can pull me away from my child, I put away. And I am there in the waves of, say, boredom, monotony, just kind of like blankness. Because sometimes a child has that just pause and just being in awe and wonder of that. I constantly remind myself this moment is the only moment of its kind, and I don't want to miss it. And these moments in these early years are a blip, and I want to be present for it. I want to be here for it. I want to remember it. And so I try to take it in all of my senses: sight, sound, touch, taste, smell, feeling in my body, feeling in my heart. And that really gives me something to take account of, take note of during these moments. So do you relate? Let me know in the comments. It's so common, and I don't want you to have shame about this. I've experienced this, I still do, and I just have to be aware of it, monitor it, and shift. The other reason why I feel like we have this urge to hop back into our old life, to kind of resist what is right in front of us, is that our identity, our old identity, is shifting, even dying. So the old me, bless her, what a ride we had, is completely different. Parts of her had to die. And the mother is becoming. And the mother is so much more than just like caretaker. The mother man, she's showing me different aspects of herself every single day. But I've had to be okay with this alchemical process of becoming someone new. And so I've really had to shift into, this is exciting. I am becoming. This is a celebration of a new version of me that gets to live this life, that gets to be fully expressed in this life, that now gets to engage with a new human being and nurture them and care for them and be with them. And I just take a lot of pride in it now, lots of pride in it. But I think what I've realized as a whole, as a culture, especially in America, is that as women who have children, many of us are not okay, or there is a big part of us that is not okay with just being a mother. That is not to say that having a career, having other aspirations is wrong. It's not. It's healthy. It's amazing. But I think there is a strong part of us that feels like if we are just mother, that is wrong, bad, uncomfortable, not something that you can brag about, not interesting. Maybe it brings back memories of your own mom, your own experience in your family. You know, there's influences from society, girl boss culture. Maybe you feel like you'd have FOMO if you were just a mom. And I totally get it. I had to go through many moments in therapy where I was like, what would it look like to just be a mom once I have this baby? Am I okay with that? Am I okay with leaning on my husband more financially? Am I okay with my everyday being about my child? That doesn't mean that there's not moments of self-care and alone time, etc., but really having this be my purpose. And my heart of hearts was like, yeah, we love this for you. Like, this is absolutely a part of your purpose. Why are you fighting this? And I just had to get really honest, and I won't go into it here, but I just want to invite all of us to get reflective on am I resisting being fully present in motherhood, being fully present for this new iteration of me because I'm afraid of fully stepping into motherhood because of what that would mean for me, how people would view me, how it would change my life. But I really feel like motherhood wants to change your life for the better, and that becoming a mother, fully allowing yourself to surrender into motherhood, helps more of you to become. And it's not just the mother aspects, it's like the creative in you, the advocate in you, there are just more aspects of you that want to become through your dedication and role as mother. And lastly, why I think we just, we feel this intense urge to be like, oh, I miss middle life, is the fact that, we miss our life before baby. I said it. I'm not ashamed. I was ashamed for a little bit, and I realized that it's so normal. And what really liberated me was I had this moment with my husband. We were on a car ride, and I was like, babe, I've just been thinking how I've been holding two truths in my experience. And that is, I am so in love with our son, our new life, being parents, just building our family. I'm so fulfilled by that, in love with this. And I miss our life pre-baby, pre-having a child. I miss the moments we could just be spontaneous, where we can go out on a date and not have to think about when we come home. I miss having meals, just you and I. I miss a lot of things, right? And it was really relieving for us both to say yeah, that's true. Both are true. Hey, both are true. And I just felt lighter from that moment on. And maybe you can have a conversation with your partner about that, because I think we just hold on to it and don't talk about it because we're kind of ashamed by it, but it's just real and it's okay. And there might be a little bit of a grieving process that needs to be done. And there's also just a reminder for yourself that this is a season where it's so intense, where so much of your physical, mental, emotional resources within you go to your child and go to your family. And there will be a day when they'll be at school 5 days a week, and they won't necessarily need you on a regular basis during the day, right? And that's going to be quite a bit of a load off your plate. And there's going to be a day that they go to college and leave the nest. In the grand scheme, it is such a big season, but it's not forever. it's not forever. And you and your partner don't have to wait to engage in those things that you miss pre-child, but also just be realistic about how your life has changed, and that it's okay to miss, and that it's okay that it's changing, and that you can get creative and you can stay connected. Watch my video on staying connected. That it's possible, but you can navigate these waves of change together. So I want to hear more about why you think you feel this urge to kind of hop back into your old life. That's what's on my heart today. I'm sure there's like so much more that'll come up after I film this, but I wanted to share that with you. Hopefully you feel less alone. Thank you for being here. New Mom on the Block is the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. I have new videos every single week, and this is just to celebrate your flavor of motherhood, to just remind you that your intuition is important to connect with, to just encourage you to fully embrace this incredible gift it is to raise the next generation of children. We're tasked with that, and it is a big one, and I'm here to support you because I'm doing it too. All right, I'll see you soon.